Brothers and sisters, if you haven't seen the Netflix movie Rustin, I want you to watch it. If you haven't seen the Netflix movie Rustin, I want you to watch it. If you haven't seen the Netflix movie Rustin, I need you to watch it. Bayard Rustin was from right here, up the road in Chester, PA. Bayard Rustin was from right here, up the road in Chester, PA. He was brought to Montgomery, Alabama to convince Dr. King that he needed to go nonviolent. Dr. King was not nonviolent. Dr. King was not nonviolent. Dr. King was not nonviolent. They came here to Chester, Pennsylvania, where I once served as school psychologist. They came here and got Bayard Rustin and took him on down to Montgomery, Alabama to convince Dr. King that he needed to go nonviolent. I want you to watch the movie. It was a good movie. It was a good movie, but without question, you can tell that Barack and Michelle Obama, who produced the movie, go on Netflix and watch Rustin, R-U-S-T-I-N. Go on Netflix and watch Rustin, R-U-S-T-I-N. Good afternoon, beautiful. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. They at it right now. Pretty good. Pretty good. I can't complain. How's everything with you? Stop sending me $200,000 houses. I told you I want a fixer-upper. I'm picking with you. No, send them anyway. Hey, send them anyway. Listen, go to Netflix. Stay out my personal business. It's the first thing y'all gonna do is learn how to mind your business. Mind your business. My personal life ain't none of your business. Okay? Stop worrying about my personal business. Can we focus on the revolution? But anyway, I want you to go to Netflix and I want you to watch Rustin, R-U-S-T-I-N. Go to Netflix and watch Rustin. It'll be a good movie for your children, but you're going to have to block out the rainbow banging scenes. There's a couple rainbow banging scenes. Stay out my personal business. Go to Netflix and watch Rustin. But I'm going to tell you, it's a good movie. Good movie. But I can tell Michelle and Barack Obama clearly had a rainbow gang agenda with the film. They didn't, let me not, I was going to say they didn't overdo it. There, I counted 4 rainbow banging scenes. I counted 4. They didn't overdo it, but the scenes that they did put in there, I don't want to exaggerate this. The rainbow banging scenes in the movie, there was no straight up, well, yes, it was. Yes. How do I want to say this? No, yes, it was. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. There was 4 rainbow banging scenes. There were 4 scenes in the Rustin film on Netflix that are inappropriate for your children. There are 4 scenes in the Rustin movie. So what you might got to do is watch the movie first, so you know when to fast forward when the children are watching. Do a time stamp on the rainbow banging scenes. Watch the movie alone before you show it to your children. Do a time stamp on the rainbow banging scenes so you can fast forward past the rainbow banging and get back to the movie. Okay? 4 or 5 rainbow banging scenes. Barack and Michelle think they slick. They was definitely pushing the agenda. They were definitely pushing the agenda in the Bayard Rustin film, but I want y'all to watch it. It's a pretty good film. It's a pretty good film. And I don't believe in throwing out the baby with the bathwater. I give Bayard Rustin his due, just like I give James Baldwin his due. Both of them were a part of the army. You understand? But they were for their people first. They were for their people first. So I don't agree with that, but I respect the contribution they made to the black struggle. So I'm never going to discount them for that. You understand me? But what they doing now is they trying to push that on our children. And so we got to push on back, brothers and sisters. How you doing, Elder? Hit the Cash App, $FDMG School. Hit the Cash App, $FDMG School. Hit the PayPal, paypal.me/FDMG Academy. Hit the PayPal, paypal.me/FDMG Academy, brothers and sisters. Now, see, what I need y'all to understand, and this is why black people keep on getting trapped up. If you need to reach me, you should know my number by now. I had the same number for 18 years. I've had the same phone number for 18 years. I don't understand you. I've had the same 10 digits since my first trip to Africa, July 2nd, 2005. So I don't understand how you ain't got my number. It's been the same number. 215-989-9858. 215-989-9858. Podcast interview, text me. 215-989-9858. Rustin is the name of the movie, Mad Money Pride. Wait a minute, was that a snow bunny? Mad Money Pride. Is that African vanilla or is that snow bunny infiltration? Is that a snow bunny? Listen. Shout out to the bunnies, but this is not the lie for you. I don't know why y'all so addicted to my lie. Listen. I respect y'all. I wish no harm against no other branch of the human family. But this is an all African people's live stream right here. This is an all African people's play page platform. Why y'all gotta keep bringing your crusty pale? Listen. Can't Africans have some private time with Africans? We don't bum rush your lives because out of respect for your family, your racial family, I'm going to mind my business. But whenever King Kong Consciousness go live, y'all try to turn my chat into the Rainbow Coalition. This is not the Rainbow Coalition. I need you to understand something, Neanderthal Nation. Neanderthal Nation, I need you to get this, Neanderthal Nation. This is not the Rainbow Coalition. I need you to understand. This is all black everything. Hashtag ABE. All black everything. Hashtag ABE. All black everything. Do you feel me, Neanderthal Nation? No hate, no disrespect. But we trying to disconnect so we can do something for ourselves. Do you feel me? And y'all just keep bum rushing my life. I know I'm fine. I got the, you know, the chocolate, the milk chocolate. I understand. I know I'm fine, but bunnies, I don't do the bunnies. I don't do the bunnies. I only do the queens. And I like them curvy, thick, tight, tight jeans, smelling good, natural hair. Woo! The honey bunnies. I like the chocolate honey bunnies. I don't want no Neanderthal snow bunny. I like the chocolate honey bunnies. I like the brown butter almond honey bunnies. I like the sweet peanut butter honey bunnies. I like that chocolate fudge honey bunny. I like that African vanilla honey bunny. I like that African lemonade honey bunny. I don't want a snow bunny. I like that brown honey bunny, cinnamon, nutmeg. Do you feel me? Neanderthal Nation, fall back. I don't want no snow bunny. I want the honey bunnies. The color of honey. Brown honey, yellow honey, dark honey. Butter almond honey, butter pecan honey, caramel honey, peanut butter honey. I want the honey bunnies, not the snow bunnies. I love the black honey bunnies. Woo-hoo. Oh, we still doing date with the doctor, $500. You go on a date with Dr. Umar. $500 donation to the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. And you go on a date with Dr. Umar anywhere in the Delaware, Philadelphia, South Jersey area. You choose the restaurant. I pick up the tab. $500 donation to the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. That's only for the queens. Biologically born queens only. Date with the doctor, $500 donation. You pick the restaurant, lunch or dinner, tab is on me. So I want the ladies to know, date with the doctor. That's a clean date. Ain't no hanky-panky, ain't no hooking up afterwards. We've had about 3 of them already, and they all went well. Sisters was very professional. We dealt with business. We dealt with life coaching. We dealt with how they could help with the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. Date with the doctor, $500. You choose the restaurant. I pick up the tab. King Kong Consciousness. King Kong Consciousness. But here's what I want the American African community to understand. Hit your Cash App, $FDMG School. Hit your Cash App, $FDMG School. Hit your PayPal, paypal.me/FDMG Academy. Hit your PayPal, paypal.me/FDMG Academy. Mail your check or money orders payable to FDMG Academy, P.O. Box 9634, Wilmington, Delaware 19809. FDMG Academy, P.O. Box 9634, Wilmington, Delaware 19809. I pay for the meal. You make a donation to the school. You choose the restaurant. You text me the receipt. Text me the Cash App, PayPal receipt, FDMG Academy. And I'm going to say, what's your availability for your date with the doctor? Have you selected a restaurant? You're going to choose a restaurant in the Philadelphia, Wilmington, Delaware, South Jersey area. And we're going to choose a time. And I'm going to meet you there. And we're going to have our 1-2 hour lunch or dinner. And then afterwards, we will go our separate ways. A clean date with Dr. Papa for any of the queens in the diaspora. Date with the doctor, $500. 215-989-9858. Hit your Cash App. You like the green? Who said they like green? What kind of green you want, sister? What kind of green you want? We got pear green. We got Wells green. We got all kind of green. What green do you want, family? You want the light green or you want the dark green? You want the light green or you want the Ogun green or you want the Orumila green or you want some Oshun gold? What you want? What you looking for? Some of y'all want the browns. Y'all want the brown. What kind of brown you want? Classroom status. You don't pay for the date. I pay for the date. You just make the donation. You don't pay for the date. I pay for the date. Mint green for the bathroom. Mint green for the men's bathroom. Mint green for the women's bathroom. Mint green for the girls' bathroom. Or mint green for the boys' bathroom. We got 4 bathrooms, family. We got a woman's bathroom. What color you want? Ladies, you want pink? My sisters want the hot pink for the ladies' bathroom. Y'all want the hot pink? What color is my office going to be? And don't forget, I do have the red, black, and green paddle. I do have the red, black, and green paddle. If you misbehave, ladies, you will be sent to the principal's office and you will get stroked. You must behave yourself. You must behave yourself. If you misbehave at the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy, you will be sent to the principal's office and you will be paddled. You will get your strokes. You will get your strokes. I'm not pushing no agenda, 𝚂𝚗𝙱𝚂𝙺𝚃𝙺🙴. You must be out of your mind, brother. It's all African everything over here. I'm not into none of that. I hate nobody, but I do not condone rainbow ganging or rainbow banging. I don't want none of it. I don't want no rainbow ganging and I don't want no rainbow banging. I'm not into none of it. You want that honey bun and cinnamon cakes. Woo-hoo! Sweet brown sugar, warm honey bun. Brown honey bunny queens. Listen, people are asking me, what do I think about the new discovery that J. Edgar Hoover, notorious director of the FBI who brought down every major revolutionary black movement from the most honorable Marcus the Messiah Garvey all the way down to the black liberation. Think about J. Edgar Hoover being a mixed race African, having hid his true racial identity his whole life. What do I think of J. Edgar Hoover having been a mixed race African who hid his African identity his entire life? What do I think about that? What do I think about that? I think about J. Edgar Hoover the same thing I think about Clarence Thomas. I think about J. Edgar Hoover the same thing I think about Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas. I'm not claiming him. I don't care if he was a mixed race African or not. That man was an enemy to African people, just like Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas. Fully black, all black, deeply black, melanated black, but the man is a straight up sellout, a Negropean, guilty of betrayal and treason against African people. So what do I think about J. Edgar Hoover, who destroyed the Garvey movement, destroyed the Panthers, destroyed black liberation, participate and orchestrate the assassination of Malcolm and King, our Prentice, Bunchy Carter, John Huggins, George and Jonathan Jackson, Fred Hampton, Mark Clark, and you want to know what I think about him? killing off all my great ancestor leaders, and you want to know what I think about them? The same thing I think about Clarence Thomas. He ain't worth my breath. He's not even worth the breath I expend on the conversation. Peace and love, sisters. How y'all doing?
Hi, how are you?
All right, all right. That's what I think about J. Edgar Hoover. I'm not going to waste my time. So y'all want to go around recruiting and claiming Negroes who don't do the good, the greater works for African liberation. I don't do that. I don't do that. I told you, I don't claim you just because we share DNA. I don't claim you just because we share ancestry. I don't claim you just because your skin is black. You got to be doing the works. You got to identify with your people, and you have to be committed to the liberation of your people in order for me to claim you. I said you have to identify with your people, and you have to be committed to the liberation of your people in order for me to claim you. I could give a damn what J. Edgar Hoover was. I think about him the same thing I think of a Candace Owens, the same thing I think of a Jesse Lee Peterson. I don't think nothing of him. The same thing I think of a Charles Barkley. I don't think nothing of him. I don't care if you black. What are you doing for African people? J. Edgar Hoover spent his whole life destroying black progress. Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas spent his whole life destroying black progress, brothers and sisters. Hit the Cash App, $FDMG School. We got to paint this school up. And by the way, I think we're going to have a paint day next month. I think the spirit is telling me the FDMG paint day is going to be next month. I think the spirit is telling me that the FDMG paint day is going to be in December for my loyal donors. We don't need everybody. We don't need everybody. We probably going to put 3 people per room. That's about, we don't need no more than 30 to 40. We only need about 30 to 40 people maximum. So if you're a loyal donor and you want to paint, text my cell. If you don't donate to the school, if you haven't donated, you can't paint. We don't need you. Okay, but if you're a loyal donor and you want to paint, you've been donating, you've been riding with us for these whole 9 years, text my cell, 215-989-9858, 215-989-9858. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are a donor to the Frederick Douglass, a consistent donor, not no one-time donor. You're a one-time donor. We don't need you. Consistent and repeated donors. If you are interested in being at the paint day next month, December 2023, to paint up the school, brothers and sisters. To paint up the school, brothers and sisters, text my phone. If you still got ideas on color schemes, text my phone. Speaking of color schemes, hold on one second. Here go the color scheme right here. Where my ladies at? How y'all want to do the classrooms, family? What color we going to do the hallways, family? What color we going to do the bathrooms, family? What color we going to do the teacher's lounge, family? We need color schemes for the first school in American history built by the entire African diaspora. Consistent donor, text my phone and say, Doc, I would like to come paint. And then tell me, and you need to say how much you've donated. Text your name, your city, and how much you donated, and say, I would like to paint. It's time to paint. We painting next month. I'm tired of waiting, y'all. I'm tired of waiting. We painting next month. I'm tired of waiting, family. We painting next month. I'm tired of waiting. What we going to do? You got a color scheme idea? Who going to decorate my office? Where the queens at that's going to decorate the principal's office? Can I get some queens to volunteer to decorate my office? What we going to do, ladies? What color is my carpet? What color is my desk? What color is the bookshelf? What color is the curtains? What color should the curtains be in the classroom? Talk to me, family. Talk to me, family. Talk to me, family. Hit the Cash App. We got to buy the paint. Hashtag. Hit the Cash App, $FDMG School. Hit the Cash App, $FDMG School. Stop worrying about where my wives at. Hit the Cash App, $FDMG School. Hit the PayPal, paypal.me/FDMG Academy. Hit the PayPal, paypal.me/FDMG Academy. What color do y'all want the bathrooms? What color is the teacher's lounge? What color is the school library? What color is the parent visitor center? What color is the activity room? Talk to me, Africans. What color we gonna paint these classes up, family? Burberry curtains. You must be out of your mind. You think I'm gonna decorate my school with some expensive European Negro type stuff? You think I'm gonna have some Gucci curtains in a Pan-African school? Some Burberry curtains in a Pan-African school? You think I'm gonna have some Louis Vuitton curtains in a Pan-African school? You sick, materialistic slave. What makes you think I would dare decorate a school for African liberation with a whole bunch of European symbols and names and titles? Get off the plantation, you damn Uncle Tom. Get off the plantation, you damn Uncle Tom. Get off the plantation, you damn Uncle Tom. Before I go any further, good afternoon to all my beautiful African natural-headed sisters. Where are my natural queens at? If you natural, I want to see some hearts. Where are my natural queens at? Y'all in the building? All natural hair, no weave, no perm, no European hair color. All natural hair, no weave, no perm, no European hair color. Where y'all at? Where y'all at? Where are my natural queens at? Where are my brothers who don't bunny hop? If you are unapologetically African, anti-bunny hopper, where my anti-bunny hopping African males at? Where my unapologetically African alpha males who do not bunny hop? Where y'all at, fellas? Where the black fist at? Do I got any brothers on here who do not bunny hop, who do not go outside the race? Do we got any brothers on here who absolutely do not date outside the race? Where the loyal African men at? Where are the loyal African men who are loyal to African women, brothers and sisters? I'm not obsessed with your hair. I'm obsessed with psychological freedom. I'm not obsessed with your hair, sister. I am obsessed with psychological emancipation. The most honorable Marcus Garvey said. I said the most honorable Marcus Garvey said. I said His Excellency, the prophet and king of Pan-Africanism, Marcus Garvey said, don't take the kinks out your hair, sister. Take the kinks out your mind. Marcus Garvey said, don't take the kinks out your hair, sister. Take the kinks out your mind. Garvey said, don't take the kinks out your hair, sister. Take the kinks out your mind. I don't give a damn about no J. Edgar Hoover being no mixed race African. I don't care about that. I don't care about that. Democratic National Convention is in Chicago. Democratic National Convention is in Chicago on my birthday. Democratic National Convention is in Chicago on my birthday, August 19th to the 22nd. Are we going to occupy Chicago? Are we going to turn out the Democratic National Convention? Chicago, what we gonna do, Chicago? Chicago, they trying to wash y'all out with the migrants. Chicago, what we gonna do? Are we gonna take a stand at the Democratic National Convention in Chi-Town in August? Black August, are we gonna turn up at Joe Biden's DNC? That's all I wanna know. Is Black Chicago ready? Is Black America ready to show up and show out at the Democratic National Convention in Chicago next August for justice? I said, is the Black community ready to show up and show out in Chicago against mass incarceration next August during the Democratic National Convention, brothers and sisters? It's do or die, it's now or never. They're trying to bury the black man and woman in America, and all y'all want to do is talk. Worry about celebrities. They said some of the hip-hop artists is in their feelings about my comments that hip-hop ain't nothing but a branch of white supremacy. I heard some of the hip-hop artists are in their feelings because Dr. Umar said hip-hop ain't nothing but a branch of white supremacy. I heard the hip-hop artists are in their feelings because the King Kong consciousness said hip-hop ain't nothing but a branch of white supremacy. Did I lie? Don't worry, the black church is a branch of white supremacy too, so you in good company. Don't worry about it, gangster rappers. The black church is also a branch of white supremacy, so you in good company. Don't let that dog dookie on my lawn. You heard me, beautiful? Somebody dog poop right over there. It's a fresh batch of dog poop. Was that you?
I know you tell me every time you see me.
Who keep duking? We got the do not doo-doo signs up and they still duking. Keep your eyes out for me. Take a picture if you catch some of them. I got to get to the bottom of who dog keeps shitting on the FDMG property, family. We got to handle this. We got to handle this. That's a beautiful black dog, though. What's your name, gorgeous? So, yes, indeed, brothers and sisters. Yes, indeed, brothers and sisters. We got to get the school painted. We got to show up for Chicago, because if they take Chicago, they take the whole black America. If they take Chicago, they take the whole black America. If they take Chicago, they take the whole black America. If they take New York City, we need to have a black New York City migrant town hall conversation. Where my New York City Africans at? I never been to Staten Island. Let's do it in Staten Island. I've never been to Staten Island. Why have I never been to Staten Island? I've been through the boogie down Bronx plenty of times. I've been through Brooklyn plenty of times. I've been through Harlem plenty of times. I've been through Queens plenty of times. I've never been to Staten Island. Where my Staten Island, New York City Africans at? When is Dr. Umar coming to Staten Island, family? But anyway, I want to have a black town hall meeting in New York City about the migrants. Where can we have the meeting at? I want a free meeting, Black New York, migrant crisis. It's time to push back. We need a New York City black town hall meeting to deal with the migrant crisis. New York City black town hall meeting to deal with the migrant crisis. Where my New York City Africans at? Chicago, I'm coming back. They said the mayor, Brandon Johnson, canceled the meeting. I don't know if it was him or the Untouchables who ran that center. It was either the Untouchables or it was the mayor. I don't know. But somebody canceled my Chicago lecture a couple days ago. I don't appreciate that. I don't appreciate them canceling my lecture in Chicago. Town hall conversation with my Chicago Africans. Memphis, Tennessee, you're going to get a new date. Hold your horses. Indianapolis, Indiana, we got the Black Parent Boot Camp coming to Indianapolis, Indiana. Hold your horses. Hold your horses. Brothers and sisters, we getting ready for the Brendan Depper protests in Florida. Who's coming with Dr. Umar to the Brendan Depper protest on his sentencing day, January the 31st? January the 31st. Brendan Depper is supposed to be sentenced in Florida, and I'm going to be there, brothers and sisters. We are planning a protest. We are planning a protest. We are planning a protest in Florida, January the 31st, the date of Brendan Depper's sentencing. We're not going to let them destroy this young black boy. We're not going to let them destroy this young black boy. We're not going to let them destroy this young black boy. And let me say this to all the Negropeans out there who said he should go to jail for 30 years. Did you keep that same energy when that white cop murdered Michael Brown? Did you keep that same energy when those police snatched Freddie Gray's, separated his spine from his skull? Did you keep that same energy with the police killers of Philando Castile and Walter Scott? Did you keep the same energy with Eric Garner? Did you keep the same energy with the killers of Little Tamir Rice? Did you keep the same energy with the killers of Sandra Bland? So you telling me this black boy should go to jail for most of his life for beating up a teacher's aide, but all these white cops who killed our African family members, all these white police who killed our African family members, it's okay for them to go free, but Brendan Depper should go to jail for 30 years. That's what you telling me? That little black boy should go to jail for 30 years, even though his IEP said don't take nothing out of his hands, even though he was mentally ill, even though he was strung out on meds, even though he wasn't getting the services that he needed. He should go to jail for 30 years, but you got people home after taking African life. Why you ain't keep the same energy with them? Why you ain't keep the same energy with them? See, let me explain something to y'all. Let me explain something. Before there can be African liberation, there must be separation from the coonocracy. I'm going to say it again. Before there can be African liberation, there must be separation from the coonocracy. Let me say it one more time. Before we gonna win, we gotta separate from those who are loyal to the power structure. Before we can win, we gotta separate from those who are sympathetic to the power structure. Before we can win, brothers and sisters, we gotta separate from the Africans who want to be European. The Afro-Europeans, The Afro-Europeans, we got to separate from the Afro-Europeans. We got too many Afro-Europeans, too many Negropeans, too many white power structure sympathizers in black America. I'm just going to call it like I see it. So to my gangster rappers, I don't give a damn if you mad. I don't give a damn if you mad. Hip hop is a branch of white supremacy. Congratulations, you're right next to the black church. Congratulations, you're right next to the black church. Hip hop is a branch of white supremacy. Congratulations, you've made it. You're right next to the black church, down the street from the Urban League, and around the corner from the NAACP. Congratulations to the gangster rappers. You have been officially inducted into the army of white supremacy. I don't give a damn about your feelings. I don't give a damn about your feelings. I'm Dr. Umar, Sister Jane, and I'm the, I don't want to say owner because the people own the buildings, but I'm the CEO and the founder of this, Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey. It's going to be an independent school for black boys.
Y'all getting it back up and running?
Say that again. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That's what we doing, Miss Jane. And Miss Jane, if I see that dog Dookie, I'm pulling all his fingernails out. So if you see the dog with no fingernails, you can say Dr. Umar took all the nails out my dog feet. You better cut it out. What's going on, Queen?
What?
Alabama A&M. Did you go there?
No, sir.
You know, I went to a PWI ashamedly. You know what I mean? I was going to go to Howard for my doctorate, but they never sent me the application in time.
As well.
Okay,
All
okay,
as well.
okay.
Yeah, look at the selfie one these days, all right?
All right, I'm still going to be out here, so come back through.
Absolutely.
Okay, love. Got you. You said you're about to go to the basketball court.
Not for me, for them, man.
Okay, 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 okay. I was about to say, you still balling? Cut it out, cut it out. I heard that, I heard that. I heard that. Brothers, y'all got to get y'all lower chakras in order, brothers. Brothers, y'all got to get your, I'm not even on that tip right now. I'm on the liberation trail. You trying to activate. Listen, there's a time and a place to flirt with the queens, and it's a time and place to build. You feel me? Because when you come to FDMG, we working for the community. Ain't no time for all that below the belt chakra energy. We talking third eye power. We talking ancestral power, brothers. You must stay focused. This is consciousness over the cookies. This is politics over the punani. This is revolution over romance. This is institutions over intimacy. This is business before the bedroom. Brothers, if you ain't got a revolutionary consciousness, you can easily be swayed by the power of the sisters. You got to get on your revolutionary consciousness. When I'm in my revolutionary mode, I don't care who walking by. You feel me? When I'm on my revolutionary mode, can't no sister distract me from my work when I'm on my revolutionary mode. You feel me? Now, if I'm feeling a little frisky, that's a whole nother story. If I'm feeling a little frisky, the queens know what I'm talking about. The 𝚂𝚗𝚱𝚁 queendom know what I'm talking about, but it ain't time for the cookies right now, family. It's time for confrontation with the power structure. It ain't time for the cookies right now, family. It's time for confrontation with the power structure. It ain't time for the cookies right now, family. It's time for the confrontation with the power structure. And first of all, I done told black women this a million times. I done told the sisters a million times. If he ain't putting in no work for the people, why is you giving that man cookies? He don't get none of your damn honeycomb hideout. He don't get no honey bun if he ain't struggling for the people. What's wrong with you black women? Keep on giving out your essence to these brothers who not producing. What's wrong with you sisters? And you wonder why you don't get more from the black men than what you get, because you're always giving out cookies that have not been earned, sister. Stop giving out cookies he ain't earned. Stop giving him your honeycomb hideout. He didn't earn that honeycomb hideout. What you giving him your honey buns for? You don't get that man no honey bun. He ain't earned no honey bun. Make him work. I need y'all to understand. We will not legislate ourselves out of our oppression. I need y'all to hear me. You're not going to legislate yourselves out of this. Black people think they can legislate themselves out of this. You can't legislate yourselves out of the hell that we're catching. There is no legal procedure in place for black people to address police brutality. There's no legal procedure in place for black people to address miseducation. There's no legal procedure in place for black people to address gentrification. There's no legal procedure in place for black people to address the gross neglect that we suffer at the hands of the U.S. power structure. You are not going to legislate yourself out of this, and you are not going to vote yourself out of this. I know y'all don't want to hear that. I know y'all don't want to hear that. I know y'all don't want to hear that, but I'm going to tell you anyway. I know y'all don't want to hear that. I know y'all don't want to hear that, but you're not going to be able to legislate yourself or vote yourself out of oppression. Who ready for the conscious singles convention? Who coming to the conscious singles convention? Who's coming to the conscious singles convention? Oh, yes, we getting the school done.